I'm Rasnades, I'm from Brumdus like Triller Jermaine. You might know my face on the music game, but right now jumped in a podcast game. Keeping it real, that's the aim. With no rumours, no hearsay, just real life guests. Vibes in the way, and all of the hot topics in the U. This is the reasoning. Come have a reason, this is the reasoning. Let's have a reason, this is the reasoning. Come have a reason, this is the reasoning.
Greetings, people. Them right now, you're watching the Reasoning Podcast. I'm your host, Rasnado. Today, we got a special guest of mine. You get me? It's come all the way down to A38. You see me? I met this man back in the day. I think like 2007. Yeah, we met in prison in Glen Parva. Prison was no longer here no more. Don't use it again. You know what I mean? And from there, yeah, we kind of got along, and you know, through the years, I think we lost contact for some years, and through social media, and that man's got back in contact. You get me? Since then, he's doing some really positive stuff. You know, he's from Derby. He's doing some good stuff up there. You know, he's got his brand, Life's a Trap. He's doing clothing. He's doing pop-up shops. He's doing like talent events. He's doing brunches. He's doing everything. You know what I mean? So I thought it's only right that we bring him down here to explain his story. You know what I mean? To inspire the people. Then because obviously man's coming from a certain place. You get me? So my guest today is Calaba.
Well, go on.
Mr. Life's a Trap.
The LAT. You get me?
Yeah, man. You telling me, my brother, how's things, man?
Yeah, I'm good, you know, bro.
Everything nice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So you see when we do this, the reasoning now, I start off cliche, I tell you straight. I always start off with yeah, so we start off with what's your background? Like where you from, what's your background? You know what I'm trying to say to you?
Born and bred from Derby still.
Yeah.
Grew up in Derby, born in Derby. You get me? Growing up, played football under the youth.
Yeah.
Yeah, talented and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get me? Pop dive when I was 10.
Okay.
Then from there, you know, kind of messed up man's head and that, all that. You get me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of fell off football a bit and that.
Yeah. So you see your parents. What heritage are they?
My mum from St. Vincent, dad from Jamaica.
Okay. Yeah. So you got two Caribbean parents, and you have siblings and that growing up as well.
Yeah. Got like 4 brothers.
Yeah.
A sister.
Yeah. I know when you say the football thing, cause when I think about it now, when I think back in Parva, that's what you was on, and it was the football thing. The football thing. That was your I remember still, for real. You're not joking. So okay. So you say you grew up in Derby and that, and what area in Derby?
A1 in it.
Yeah.
I was born in Norman and moved to A1 to Allington when I was about 3.
Yeah. Normanton, yeah. Bloody, I ain't been in Derby in years, you know, Normanton and Allington. So yeah, so obviously growing up in Derby, you say you lost your pops early.
Yeah, I lost my pops when I was like 10 still.
Yeah, was that through like natural causes or?
Yeah,
natural causes. Yeah. So obviously growing up in that, fatherless and that. So because obviously we're gonna get into it more, but obviously, I know from early you took on a life of crime kind of thing. So you're saying you're playing football. So do you play professional football?
I was young in it, so like I was training up with Leeds.
Yeah,
I had a chance to go. Derby Academy.
Okay, but at the time, Derby County Academy was a big for the youths to go through footballing. That academy, that and Crew Alexander were one of the biggest academies you can go through still. So
I didn't go. You get me? So
yeah.
Messed that up as well. You get me?
Yeah. So what you reckon kind of took you away from that kind of what first influence you had to jump on the road kind of thing?
I don't even know, you know, cause I went through school and everything still.
Yeah.
I went through school, but I don't know, man. I don't know what happened. You know, just around the man them, innit? Things happen.
Yeah.
Cause I won't really say I committed crime, innit? Cause I'm not really a robber. I don't really commit crime.
Yeah.
You get me? I don't know roles, but I didn't really commit crime. It's more, get me, if anything happened at the time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. You're just getting involved.
Yeah, basically then.
Yeah. So when was like the first time you got arrested then?
First time. I think I was 17 still.
17? Oh, see, that's late. See, you're late still. See, you're late.
17 still. I got the first time I got arrested,
Yeah? Yeah, see, you're late still. So really and truly, for real then? So, see, before that though, was you having like close shaves?
Probably When I think back, yeah, more time.
Yeah.
But at the same time, my mum and that all I'd be under control as well. You get me?
Okay.
You get me?
So
I won't call them my brother, and that had me like under managed kind of thing.
okay. So you came from one of them families there where everything's kind of governed then.
Yeah, basically then.
Like you got older brothers, even though your dad's not there, you got older brothers, you got older siblings and that who's looking over you and making sure that you go down there. Yeah, I get you still. I get you. So, when was the first time you went to jail then?
20.
20?
20, yeah.
So was that for like your first crime or the first time you?
Nah, that was like not the first time I went to jail. Obviously, before that, I had cases.
Yeah.
Someone obviously, I bought some obviously, but I had a Section 18 before that.
Yeah.
But obviously, that got dropped. So I had close shade before that, innit?
Yeah.
Obviously, at 20, so I went to jail with my brothers. You get me?
Yeah. What was it for?
Assisting an offender.
Oh. Yeah?
Assisting an offender.
Okay. And how long did you get?
10 months for that one, still.
So that's not when I seen you in Parva, though. Was that when I seen you in Parva?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was your first one.
Yeah.
Cause you know what it is? You know what it is back then? You see to you how you was moving in the cannon that I'm all thinking, that you've already done this, you know what I'm trying to say? Because that was my first time as well.
That was my first time, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay then. That's interesting then still. That's interesting. Cause I remember I was fresh to that jail. Remember, I've come from Brinny. So there's not, and I've come on my own. So there's not really, I didn't really know nobody in there. You get me? And I remember I come to the maths class that day. It was a maths class,
Education. I know definitely education.
Education, innit?
Yeah.
And I saw you and Kilo.
Yeah.
You get me? And then from there, man started rapping and that, and boom, bam, bam. You get me? So yeah. So obviously, you get out from Parva. Did you ever go back to jail after that?
Yeah. Went by like 7 months later still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how much time have you been in and out altogether?
8 times?
8 times.
Yeah.
That's just a decent amount of time.
From 20 to my 30, yeah. I don't think I did a year one road, bro.
From when you was
from when I was 20 to when I was about, I think I was 28, I didn't do a year one road.
Yeah.
Couldn't even until I'm 30, I didn't do a year one road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's just in and out.
Still.
So what was your at that time? What was your mind frame? What do you think was driving you to just go in and out so much? What was you going through?
First, obviously, before you go to jail, obviously, everyone's kind of fretting about jail, innit?
Yeah.
So the first time I went to jail, when you realise what jail is, it's like you'll take more risk in it. Because like if I get caught, I'm only going back.
So what's the back to my look a bit?
If I get caught, I'm only going back to like, you get me? So it's like you kind of the fear factor kind of leaves you get me?
Yeah.
So there's certain things you'll do that you won't done before because you know what can happen. You get me? Like you've already been through it now.
Yeah, So once you've already been there now, basically, you're saying, yo, that you've got that out of your mind now. The fear thing, you know what it is. Basically. You know what go on. And you know, so you can do this again if you had to.
Basically, then, innit? You
get me? Yeah. So you see the first time, Carl, I remember you saying, you come from you coming from like kind of strict background, your mum and that will watch over your older brother and that. What was their first impression when you went to jail? What was they like?
Probably the reason I went to jail the first time, we weren't really that, but you wouldn't really, you're like a family thing, you get me? Like, mum was involved in a family situation, so it wasn't really like mum would do anything they would have done, you get me?
I get what you're saying, so it was like an incident where,
so
I know what you're saying, like an in-house thing.
You hope you would or whatever, you get me? So what I did, it's something that people do anyway, you get me?
Yeah.
So it wasn't really...
But nothing crazy. It's a standard thing. Yeah. Okay then. So what about after though? Like when you're going back now?
I'm going back. Obviously, they're getting sick of me still. They're still there. They're getting sick of me. But as I'm getting older, certain things I'm doing, like I'm talking complicated for myself, innit?
Nah, of course.
So it's like I'm doing what I'm doing. They don't agree with it, but at the same time, I'm still providing. I'm doing what I need to do. You get me?
Yeah, man. That's good. So. Obviously, you're doing your thing, you're going through the emotions and that. You get me? You're doing the little different sentences and that. see, at any time when you're going through the sentence, because I know, say, like, when I've done my little sentences that I've done, yeah, like, I've had different emotions when I'm going through there. So I've had a sentences now where it's just been calm and I'm just read it through, probably on a madman thing certain times. And I've had another sentence now where, yo, I'm raw, kind of stressed out now. Like, you wouldn't know it, because I'm not going to show you, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's in your own mind, you're just thinking, yo, this ain't the place for me right now. There's other things I need to be doing. Like, this ain't, you get me?
I don't know, after going through the times, I don't feel like the more I went to jail, the more I realised my bedrooms were, innit? So
that's a big thing, you know. That's a, you know,
I'm the man on the road that go check my niggas in jail. I'm the man on the road that sell my people, you get me? But when I'm going to jail, the niggas show me the same look back. It took me about 5-6 times, but as I come out now, I thought I distance myself away from some of these people. You get me? Like, yeah, see each other, go on, cool, keep it moving. Not like we used to be.
Yeah.
And that's when I realised then I started lasting longer on the roads.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah. So, when would you say that transition came when you said, you know, this ain't, you know?
I'll probably say 2000, when I went back to jail, 2012 for the conspiracy.
What was it, conspiracy to what?
Black Class A.
Okay.
Cross border.
Yeah.
The time I wasn't even involved in it still. But I had to get guilty because of the evidence.
Oh, one of them ones, yeah.
If conspiracy to the phone record in it, interaction in it.
Yeah.
Unless you're willing to explain or whatever, you just have to hold that, you get me?
Nah, of course. With them conspiracies, yeah, it's funny, like, people don't understand, you know, like, you could be phoning a man about something totally different, you know. Yeah. But you see, cause your numbers in his phone, and they try and match up to you, and especially, like, you could know a man, I know a man, we both know the same man, and we've both called him, but then I've called you as well, about something different, but it all looks like we're linked now. It's mad, and I know still, I get it. So, like, what, when you was in that sense, what triggered you though? Like, what was it, when did you say, you know what, fuck this, I ain't doing this no more, like?
I was like, I was in there for a bit now, obviously, boom, I got sort of the road, So obviously, I'm on the ring. Thinking to myself, obviously, couple of the man them on the ring as well, you get me? Couple of the man them here for the man them, I'm thinking, I'm not here for these kind of the man them, I'm thinking, each time, I was a man that, you get me, I remember getting out of jail and sending my nigga the same day I got out of jail. Get me? So I've been in jail been in jail about 3-4 months now. Thinking, I'm not here. I'm thinking my mom, I've been checking my mom. I'm like, yo, they didn't have my real bedroom, do you get me? They didn't have my real bedroom, so from then it's kind of like, yo, allow it, you get me? When I get out, I'm just gonna do me, you get me?
Do you? Yeah. I get it. Cause enough people don't know, you know, like, not obviously every man's their own man still, but man don't realise how much influence that your brethren that will have on you, bro. Yeah, because I notice this in myself as well. Like, you won't notice, how much influence people around you have on you, bro, and how much they can rub off on you, bro. You get me? Until you can all pick up some of their ways, what you don't like yourself, but then you find yourself doing certain things, you get me? And it's funny how when you remove yourself, you know, from certain people, from certain situations, how it kind of all just dwells away, bro. It's just mad.
It's true still.
You get me? It's like certain things won't even reach you again.
True still.
You get me? That's one thing I did clock still. So obviously, that your last sentence where you in? What sentence was that now?
That was.
What year was that?
2019.
2019.
I got locked the day before I went to play my bail on the 7th, but got locked on the 6th on the road.
Yeah.
Got remanded.
Yeah.
Get me missed my holiday, everything.
Yeah. So by then you just had enough now.
Yeah.
So obviously, in jail, I'm guessing that Life's a Trap started from in there.
Never still.
Bro, never.
Well, never still.
So
on that sentence there, the man was on the ring. You get me? Obviously, boom. Man was a trusted prisoner on the ring, and you get me. But I realised something like shit. What I planning on the roads. Like, imagine I got 2 children in that whole bird, yeah. And both of them came at 9:30 at night.
Okay.
On a closed ring. You get me? On about the fed that sent me into the was in there. Looking for some phones. So it's like, yo, they're still like growing up. The man under pressure. They've been barely different things where the man under pressure. You get me? So it's like, yo. Not you get me. So if I don't change, they're gonna try to come for man. You get me?
Nah, of course.
And then I remember Black History Month. You know, Marvin Herbert.
Yeah.
My man came Black History Month, and I remember one thing is where we had a chat after. He said one thing to me like, "Yo, You know when you're doing certain things and you put your energy into something, yeah, like on the roads, don't mean you have to change the way your mindset. You just change it into what you're doing.
Yeah.
So that always started. That was always in the back of my mind. You get me when I hit the roads, innit?
Yeah.
So it's like yo, and then bam, me in my bedroom in my mum's room. On Friday, I went tag. I got banned from my end in it. So my mum and my little nephew come check me in my bedroom on a Friday night. My bedroom joked actually with got some t-shirts in it.
Yeah.
And boom, I said to my mum one day, oh, you know what? I'm gonna start a clothing line. You know, I got a tattoo design when I did in the pen. I said, yo, I'm gonna make that tattoo my first design. Everyone's normal talking Friday night. Everyone thinking whatever. Saturday I made the order.
Yeah.
From there, yeah, now.
Yeah, that's mad still. That's mad. So you basically just came out.
Out nowhere.
So who done your design for you? Or
obviously, when I didn't jail, so I got one new to design my tattoo in it.
Yeah.
So I just drew that tattoo, yeah.
Yeah.
And put a tattoo onto the t-shirt.
Yeah.
You get me? And that's where it started.
Okay. So obviously the brand's called Life's a Trap. Yeah. What's the meaning of Life's a Trap?
Basically, it's like don't be trapped in life, innit? Like I said, if you're working a 9 to 5, but you want to be a rapper. Don't be trapped in that 9 to 5, innit? Go and chase your dream. Go and be that rapper, innit? Or if you've got mental health in certain things, don't let it stop you. You get me? I got a little cousin that got one kidney. You don't really know. One of the best footballers I ever played with. But he only got one kidney. But he's not letting him stop living the life he wants to live. You get it? My bedroom got chopped or whatever. Get me? Like kind of paralyzed on one side. But my man's still out here making use. He's not living a normal life. So basically, don't be trapped. Go and live the life you want to live in it. Everyone trapped in life in a way. Go and chase your ambition in it. Go and fulfill your dreams.
Yeah. It's a good concept still. You get me? I see your designs are good as well still. I can't even lie. You get me? And I can see as well that you're not just stopping there. Like you took it to other places. Like I said, you've got the events and that's to speak like that a bit.
LAT events, basically. I'll be like, you know what, I come to Birmingham till I pop up in Birmingham. And you know what? They wasted my money. It was in the wrong area. There wasn't much interest. I thought we got back to Derby. I said, you know what, I'm going to do my own. Did my first one. I've done 2 now. I've got another one scheduled for December the 2nd as well. Then I started doing dances. You get me?
Do you just brunches, daytime brunches?
Nah, the brunch is coming up soon. I'm in the middle of the set that one out now.
Yeah.
I've done 2 night dances.
Yeah.
I've done one for the over 30s called Young Got Heart, and I've got one called The Treat. You get me? My second one's coming up next week of that one.
Yeah.
You get me? So I'm not, like I said, you think with me as well. I don't really plan, you get me? I don't really have a structure. I just think of something and I just go. I think it's the best way. Yeah. If I make the mistake in the first one, I learn from that mistake. Yeah. You get me? And that's just how I am. I mean, if I got an idea, I'll just go with it.
Yeah.
You get me?
Nah, man, that's good, man. That's good. So, like, obviously now that you're out and that, and you got your company, your clothing branding, your branding going and that. How's life changed for you?
For me, changed like I don't really stress no more like about the feds no more. You get me? Like, I'm not gonna lie. Since I come out of jail,
that's the best.
Since I come out of jail and I've basically know about the clothing line. You get me? They're not really bothering me. You get me? Then I got my event thing, and then on my last event, the first event, obviously it called LA. It's on the LAT. You get me? So the feds know it was me. The man with the bar asked for that's for details of who dances or whatever. Yeah. So obviously, it was like a trick question. I think you get me. So I give them my name. Yeah. And they let it one store. They didn't come shut it down. They didn't have any presents. So I'm guessing it's like and obviously when I'm driving up and down on the roads, I'm selling clothes now. Yeah. You get me? So what can you tell me? Like it's in my name. Sick, man. Get me? Now I'm selling food and now I got a food thing going up and running as well. So I'm like, what can I say?
So what you say? You got a food? Go on to
food
that.
now as well. Cause love a taste in it. So. Yeah. I'm doing food now. Sunday.
What, you got like a shop or?
Nah. The Sunday
deliveries.
Sunday service at the minute. You get me? And obviously we do catering as well. Yeah. Like catering. So if anyone's got like a function, like a baby shower or a wedding or whatever, can holler. We can do that. You get me? Yeah.
So you got quite a bit going on still, ain't you? Yeah. You got quite a bit going on still. It's good to see, fam. Cause trust me, it's just good to see. You get me? A man. You get me? He's been in the system and that, and he's been kind of trapped in the system for a number of years. Like you said, the stage, a 10-year period where he's just trapped in the system, bro.
Feds had big trap. Like the way I used to think sometimes as well. Like I remember one time, I got locked up, got a job, got sacked for no reason. But the police basically went and got me. Police went to the workplace and got me sacked. You get me? So that's why I ended up back on the roads.
Yeah.
It's like, well, man, trying to do better. But the
every time,
shutting it down. So there's only one way for me to go to make
10
money.
steps forward, 20 back.
So the only way for me to make money. That's like, what do you get me now? I didn't have the energy to drive to like keep fighting. I thought, fuck it.
Yeah.
Go back to what I know best, innit?
Yeah.
This time, it's like the mindset different now, innit?
Nah, man, it's good, man. It's good. It's good to see, fam. I'm telling you, it's good to see. That's why I said that to get you on there, car. I know I can see the growth. You get what I'm trying to say to you? Because before, like, I remember, did I come out the can? I think I come out the can. I think them times you was padded up with Ravs and I seen you on the
Yeah.
on the Instagram. You get me?
Yeah.
And I'm saying, hold on, wait there. That's Cali, you get me?
Yeah.
And it's mad as well because on that same sentence there, Rav was my cellmate on that sentence as well, but I just had got out, you get me? It's mad still, it's mad, it's a small world, fam, trust me, fam. It's a small world. So what's your future plans for
future plans?
Life's a Trap, man?
Basically.
What you got coming for the people?
What I've got coming? More designs than that, you get me? More designs. And I've got more pop-ups coming as well. You get me? It's all about networking.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to progress. You get me?
Yeah.
While I'm trying to progress, you get me? Obviously, at some point, I'm in two minds, but I think I want my own shop. I don't think I want to go into a shop. I think I want my own shop.
You see, the shop thing, the shop thing's good still, but the only thing I think about with the shop thing now, I don't know if it's a bit dated. I think the online thing's just mad, bro.
I've got that.
Yeah, I know you got that already. I know, but
I
think a lot of brands, like, I'm not saying you, I'm saying this is what I say. I think a lot of people putting their money in the wrong places when it comes to marketing, because you can easily do it with anything, because there's so much things out there right now where they say, give us your money and we can do this thing, we'll give you that much reach and that much, and you have to kind of be careful where you're putting it.
You have to be careful. I mean, I've got now marketing with Lala. She's good. You get me? Yeah. She's the one working with right now. You get what I'm saying? She's proper. Cause she put the work in. She treats her company like it's her company. You get it? Yeah. So she won't let man do something. She don't do something. She'll say, "Nah, it's not worth it." Yeah. And she'll tell me the reasons why. And she'll break it down and make me see why. You get me? Yeah. So she's proper still.
So have you registered the company as well?
Yeah, my thing proper still.
Proper?
Yeah, I think
company's
proper.
house, like, see, it's proper, man. It's good.
Bro.
Good stuff, man.
It's proper, bro. Like man paying man wages and that right now. Like,
yeah?
You get me? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's proper, fam.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's good, man. It's good to see, man. It's good to see, bro. I'm telling you. Good to see the progression still. I'm telling you. How's Kilo? What's Kilo saying?
Kilo is good, you know. I've seen, I do them on Saturday. Come to pop on Saturday. Kilo is good, man. Live it like married in that now, isn't it? Married in that now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Kilo is good, man.
Doing this thing properly.
Kilo is good still.
Doing this thing properly.
You get me?
You get me?
Good still. You get me? Like, we get me. I think all of us are going now, because we took losses as well, you get me? Yeah.
That's what it's all about, though, bro. It's all about learning from this. As long as you learn from the L's, bro, I don't even call them losses no more, I call them lessons, fam. Yeah. Because you can always bounce back, fam.
It's true still.
You know what I mean?
You see anything that pushing me as well, yeah? Recently, like, man, I've lost my bedroom, you get me? Greenie, Fern, man, I lost my good bedroom at my age, you get me? Yeah. So it's like...
Why is this recently?
Yeah, this is recent, bro. Man, get me. I lost like two of my good bedroom, basically like 2 months.
Wow, one time?
Yeah, basically like 2 months, I think. Like, yeah.
Like between each other?
Yeah, literally, bro. Like last year, man lost my step. Last year, man took a lot of, man went through a lot of death last year. I've been through a lot of death in my life, you get me? Yeah. So now, it's like one thing that pushing man now is...
Yeah, speak about that little, like...
Yeah, man lost a lot of people, you get me? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So... Like, to the point where, like, sometimes grieving for me, like, man, don't really grieve no more, because, like, man's used to it kind of thing. Bro. It's tapped still.
Nah, brother.
That's how
I'm getting there, you know.
That's how it is, bro.
Nah, I'm getting there.
You get me?
I'm getting there now, bro. There's so much people dropping. I'm getting to that point where there ain't no tears coming on.
Yeah, that's what, like, me, man. Like, people at our age now. It's not like it's the older age, like, our age, you get me? Yeah. So, it's like, man, what kind of get me, like, man's immune to it. Yeah. In a sense, you get me? Yeah. So, those little things I've been to drive, you get me? Gotta do things honour them now, you get me?
Yeah.
Obviously, Fernley is my God route, so I gotta be there for my man now.
Yeah.
You get me? So there's a lot of things that I gotta do.
So what, did it lead to that to the streets or?
Nah, from like
Natural cause and stuff?
Not natural cause, no, health things like that, you get me?
Yeah.
But sudden. Like, not expected, you get me? Sudden death, you get it?
Yeah.
Obviously, in my bed.
You know what it is, bro? I swear, especially with man's age, certain age. That's what it is now. Man ain't even losing their life to the streets and again, it's raw. Like that, like sudden deaths and health reasons and.
I think to the street, yeah. I think I lost one I lost one guy to the street. I was back in 2000 and 2005. I lost him. He got stabbed. 2005.
Yeah.
I lost him to the street. I think that's the only one. I think that's the only person I can say RC is off. Probably a couple man I've lost to the street, but mainly just been through natural causes, you get me? Natural, or the sudden deaths, you get me?
Yeah.
So.
Oh, man. Trust me, it's real, but life gets real like that still. Life gets real like that. So what would you say to anybody who's been down a certain path, like our man have, and they kind of stopped then, and they find it hard to make the transition, into, you know what I'm saying?
Transition. Don't care what people say. Like your raw virgins will be your raw virgins. Like you get me. Like I know I've got virgins that used to ring me like the dad people whatever, but they my phone in it. Now I'm probably the last call. Got man changed the life, man. My lifestyle changed now. Yeah. So they don't want to ring my real man. They need to ring man. You get me? Yeah. Because obviously my lifestyle changed now. I'm doing this positivity. I'm on this legal. I'm on the legal path now. You get me?
Nah, you're doing it, man. I was telling you, he's not lying. Trust me. I see you, man. You're proper. Yeah, you know what? Trust me, yeah, man. I can see it, man. And I've noticed as well, because what people don't understand, my brethren Speedy says it's a lot. It's all about consistency, fam. Yeah. Consistency, is more. You see, hard work outbeats talent, bro.
Definitely.
It outbeats talent, bro. You can be talented, but it's only for a certain amount. You know what I mean? You have to be consistent.
That's what it is. People thought people didn't think it was gonna I thought it'd be there now. People
yeah.
Now be like, what you thought? You taking it serious.
Yeah.
But I don't thought nothing like I'm serious to get me.
Yeah.
I build lines on the road. I used to go jail, come out, build a line rapid.
Yeah.
Now I'm doing the same. I'm doing it with clothing. You get me?
Yeah.
So that's just the way that my life is. Now I've still got the same mentality, but I'm doing it legally.
Yeah.
You get it? Like I mean, got a promo video. If you look on my in YouTube, you see man trapping, man. The phone rings 2 a reach, but then you see man looking at two hat, two t-shirt. Trying to show the definition. That's what it is now. You get me? Do it legally now.
Yeah, legal trap. You get me? Yeah. I feel you, man. Trust me, bro. I swear down. Cause people don't understand how hard it is as well. Like that's what I'm saying to you. Like, you see certain times, like, cause obviously you have ups and downs, and it. So you see when you do either in them little down times, what keeps you going? You're like, cause it's easy. It's easy for man. In certain times when certain things are going a certain way.
Yeah.
And then you think, you know what, I could just jump back on the road or I could quickly just, you get me?
You know what? My granddad's not getting much younger now. I remember my granddad, I'm not all the way from my granddad now, he's not getting much younger now. Luckily, I've lost a lot of people, but I don't think I lost no one when I've been in jail. All of my mum's boyfriends, all of my lost while I've been in jail, you get me?
Okay,
Well, I've not actually been through it, but obviously get that time now where things are happening. You get me? Troops, when troops died, I was on road. But then we didn't chat. We were not on road together for time because I was in jail or you were in jail. Then he died in jail. You get it? So we were not on road, but obviously we were in the system. So I was lucky to be on road. That makes sense. So I've not gone through court death while I've been locked up. You get me? Which is a good thing. Yeah. So I'm not getting to that point now. If I go to jail now, I'm probably gonna experience that. Yeah. You get me?
No, I've experienced death still when I was in jail still. My nan passed away, man. It was mad still, car. Before I got locked up still, she got diagnosed with cancer a year before I got locked up. And I was the only one that knew for a long time. For about a year, you get me? So by the time I've got my sentence now, she's fully deteriorating. And she passed away when I was in there and I didn't get to go to the funeral, bruv. Because I was in Wayland, far, it was just so, the paperwork was...
My brother was in there still. When were you there?
I was there 2017, late 17, early 18.
Was you there then? Sani, Max, I'm sure you might have been there then.
Probably, you know, I can't remember none of the thing. You know, it's mind goes blank, but yeah, I couldn't get there, and it was one of the worst times of my life. It's one of the things that I don't think I'm gonna ever get over. Still, I'll be honest with you, because she's like my mum.
It's not
You get me?
immediate. It's not immediate. You can't go. You get me?
Yeah, you get me? Yeah.
So,
Enough
like,
man don't know that as well.
that's what I'm
That's what I tell man. You think
It's not
you're gonna go
immediate.
jail and you're
It's
gonna
not
if
immediate.
anything happens to you, people, you can be there. Nah, fam. If it's not mum or dad, brother, sister, that's it.
You get me? You can't be there.
You can't be there. So yeah, man had to go through that still.
You can't be there still.
Wouldn't wish that on no one still. It was yeah, man. Yeah, it was rough still. It was rough. But yeah, trust me, the people them know when certain things are going and when the pressure's on and that, you have to know how to keep going, man. Yeah, you can't give up on a dream, fam. Trust me.
You can't give up, but at the same time, don't regret what you've been through either. You get me?
Nah, you're mad. Cause that's what builds you, man.
Yeah, like jail. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Jail for me, so much close to bedrooms now. I met in jail. You get it?
Me too.
So I don't regret that. My qualifications from jail half of them.
Me as well. And I've learned a lot about myself and other people from going there.
Yeah.
You right? Trust me. I always say so. I wouldn't change my. I know it sounds bad. That's a row. Just wouldn't change my journey, bro.
People say do regret jail. I don't regret jail. I don't ever regret going to jail. Innit?
Yeah.
You get me? Like, I don't regret going to jail.
I'm like that as well, you know. I know it sounds mad, and the people that might think it sounds mad, but trust me, it's like if you, because you know what I was saying. I was saying this to a man today on the phone. You know, see, jail. It does two things. Yeah, it either makes you or breaks you. There's no in between with jail. You either see a man come out and he's gonna. Or they went in there and their brain got fried and it's just that when he come. You know what I mean? So it's how you use it.
It is still.
It's how you use it. Because I've done a sentence before and I didn't go to education and do certain things. And, you know, I just wasn't bothered. Then I've been on another sentence now where I've took a different approach where I've been going to education. I ain't been getting on the screws nerves. I've just been chilling. And to be fair with you, that's the sentence where I found myself and you know, this got created in my mind and you know what I'm saying? So really and truly, right? You can't, trust me, man. You can't, and like you said, yeah, you meet some of the realest people and some of the most talented people in that place, bro.
I'm looking on my last bird, where I had the ring on my last bird, I was stuck on, like the Fed had me stuck on a ring. They had me stuck on a ring. They won't let me go on the other ring. They won't let me go onto the open side. The security was saying, yo, why are you not on the open side?
What was that? What jail was that?
Yeah, Ramby, you get me?
Oh, Ramby, I'm
saying, you're a model prisoner, you should be on the open side, you get me? Because at one point, I'm the only prisoner like that on the ring, you get me? Come and bang up the office and yo, Cali, you ready to bang up yet? Because I will cause no trouble. I have my mash. They know I had a mash. They didn't care about the mash though. Because man don't cause no trouble. Man's hoping the ring out, you get me? So that's what I was getting. So it's the easy life. You know what I'm saying? But I look at man now, but man I was doing this bang up in that ball. Like, what are you coming jail for? What are you on road for? To come jail to live a hard life.
Yeah.
You get me? It's all the hard it is already, bro. So, you don't have to, like, I'm not like, through jail, man, like I said, man was respected in jail, but you know what? Man did that, man was a bad man in jail. Yeah. Man was just me in it, man just laughing and joking.
Brother.
More respect. I'm not trying to prove myself to nobody.
What man don't understand is I'll be honest with you, what 80-90% of the man I've seen go in there try to be bad, bro. It don't end up good, bro. And it's always somebody who, probably on the outside, you know, they'll deal with. But you see, because in there you've got nothing, it's just you. You're down to your bare, raw essentials, You have to deal with your situation.
You get me? Like, just you.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. This is it.
There you go.
It's a different scenario still.
Just you get me? Like, you know, like, she like in the ring as well, you got man saying, I got beef for my man, I got beef for my man.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you don't me. I don't really respect that. You get me? Because I know you're from jail, bro. Yeah. That's your beef in it. But what are you telling me what you got beef with him for, bro? Yeah. Like, if it goes on, I'm there. I'll be like, got you, but you telling me you got beef, show me that you're kind of scared, bro. Yeah, all right, then. Because you know, I say to man, you wouldn't even speak. Yeah. I would know that you've got beef by your action. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? No, then it's my choice. Yeah. Whether I want to. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is, bro. Like. But enough man will come. Enough man will say that to you. Yeah. So knowing that you ignite the something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. How was that, bro? I'm not in mind games. You have to know still. You have to watch out for them kind of people still. Trust me, for real. For real. Jail, like you do meet some characters like that as well at the same time. Yeah, you meet a lot of man up front. Everybody's got £1 million. Everyone's got this on road. Everyone's got that. Everyone's got you when they get out. Yeah, I know them kind of everything. Sometimes the people you meet in jail and the people that you still mess that you still chat to now from jail are probably really better than the people you go with.
bro.
Because you met each other.
You know why? I say this all the time. You was going through your hardest.
Yeah.
Remember, you know, I tell people, and this is a serious thing. Prison, is the cousin of death. It's like being next to death.
Yeah.
You get me? Because you don't exist, bro.
Yeah.
You get me? You don't matter what no one's telling you about what people can tell you the stories on the outside world.
Yeah, man.
You're not there.
I got this, bro. Man got 10
I'm not there.
Man got this.
I'm not there though, so I'm dead to that world. No, the outside. When I'm in behind them walls, in the real world outside, I might as well be dead because I'm not there.
You're not there. You're not there.
I'm not there.
And you know that we got no money in the canteen sheet that you're not there.
All right then,
Unless you got your own money, someone eat you.
all right then, and
Not there. You get me?
you share, but you're sharing this with people though. So me and you are going through this at the same time. You get me? At the time, you don't even clock on that, you're creating a bond for it, but that's how you create a bond because we're going through hardship together. All we've got right now is us in this place.
True.
We're going to make a food boat. We're going to cook some food. We're going to do, you know what I'm saying? Because that... brother, it's mad. It's deep, man. It's deep. People don't understand.
Shit.
Trust me.
Yeah, man get out. Man forget about who he dead to them. He dead to them.
Yeah, brother. And you know what?
Man, keep it 100. You get me?
And you know what? It's mad you say that, because I was thinking this the other day. I was thinking, you know what? Because I've seen a few man from the can, and me and them was like, and when I see them now, it's not like they don't help me up, but I can feel it, bro. It's different.
Yeah. Look at me and Rap, bro. Me and Rap met on my last sentence, bro.
Yeah.
Me and Rap met.
Free Rav as well, man.
Me and him met 2020. You get me? We got 2019 when I got to family. We padded up. Now I'm going to visit him, bro. That's how I get me. When I was on gold, we were like every weekend, bro. Man kept the bond, you get it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With the man the man there that was, I got a man in London from Joe. We got a bedroom in Notch, you get me? Popped that met in 08. Man, I still, me and you, 07, you get me?
Yeah. Look, man, the link now, man. Come on, man.
You get what I'm
The
saying?
link's still there, brother. You get me? Real people will keep the link though, man. That's how it goes, man. Yeah. That's how it goes, my brother, man. That's how it goes, my brother. You get me? So trust in my bro, man. Keep up the good work, man. Because I can see you, man. I can see you. You get me? Life's a trap. You get me? Tell the people and where they can, all the platforms and where they can see your things and buy up and...
Life's a Trap clothing on the Instagram. Life a Trap on Facebook. Life a Trap TikTok. LAT_events on Insta. LAT events on Facebook. www.lifeatrap.co.uk. That's the website. You get me? Love a Taste, Derby, that's for the food.
Yeah.
You get me? Like I said, I got another retreat event coming up in next week, but then I got the pop-up show on the 2nd of December. That's for small businesses, you get me? So any small business that want to network or whatever, just holler on the LAT_events. We'll get back to you. We'll try to get you a shot there, you get me?
Okay, so you can get a store, basically a pitch.
50 pound a store, you get me? And then I like to end it with performance from local artists and that is also anything like that, get me? I'm looking to line up, I'm looking to even set up like a local artist, like I don't want no big artists, like local artists.
You want to get the raw talent, man.
Like coming up, you get me?
Man.
I'm going to try to put on a show for them soon as well. In the pipeline.
Get them a couple of recognition for them.
You get me? And then obviously I got the brunch coming up, I think that's in September.
Yeah.
I got a bash, I might have a bashing thing coming up in October. So yeah, look at LAT events.
Nah, man, you're doing it, man. And you know what I like as well? You're working from the ground up. You're working with what you got.
Yeah.
You're working with your community. You're working. You're keeping it all in house, and you know what I mean. I like that because trust me, fam. I keep telling people, bro, you have to get the love from home first because it don't make no sense. Because if you don't get the love from home, bro, you see if you go out there and things don't go well, and you try float back now, bro. No one knows, bro.
I've tried on my own end as well. I'm gonna branch out because. Sometimes in your own end, you don't get the love that you meant to get.
Nah, I hear you.
The life that you've lived before, the life that you've lived.
Certain people, but what I will say though, your events and what I've seen of them on the social media look like they've
been good still.
I'm gonna lie, bro. You got numbers in that,
They've been good still. Can't lie, they've been good.
Because I've done the events thing. I've had 2 events since I've been out. You get me? Yeah. And I know what it's like. It's hard. Really and truly, I should have been back on it this summer. You get me? But because there's a lot going on, I got this and bare other things going on. Maybe probably hit them up. If it's not late winter, early summer next year, either winter or summer next year. You get what I'm trying to say to you? We'll probably hit them up. I mean, late winter, early summer, we'll hit them up next year. You get me? But
by next year, looking to bring something to Bournemouth as well. By next year as well.
Yeah, man.
Another thing in Derby as well, you need to look out for as well. The Rampage comedy show as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we look them up on Insta as well. I'm part of that, innit? Like,
Are you part of that, yeah?
I'm a sponsor for them, you get me?
Yeah.
They get the comedy show, the comedy show go off.
Yeah.
You get me? Yeah, the comedy show.
And where's it in Derby?
It's in Derby, local Derby, but they got the comedians from all over, proper comedians, you get me?
Yeah, man.
Yo, look like Rampage comedy show, trust me. You want laugh and joke, go there, we miss it, and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And before we go, you got any last words or messages for the people and for the youth them? Because you know, so it's a reason. So we're trying to build up the youth and the community.
Like, just always follow your dream. Get me? Don't be trapped. Don't let the Fed trap you. Don't let your bedroom trap you. Don't let any owner trap you. You can always go to where you want to go to. You can always fulfill your dream. You can always get to where you want to get to. You get me? Example as well. Look, if you follow the rap game, you might K1 Spray. You get me? Obviously, I was one of the first artists that I worked with, that I sponsored. You get me? Did a video for man, and I traded for man and that. But I remember, you know, with my man as well, yeah, when he started writing his bar, he's going through cancer, bro. He passed away now, sadly. But when he blew up...
What's his name?
K1 Spray. Get me?
When was this?
Come out on wireless. He died. K1 died this year. So, no, last year, well, no one of my bedroom that I love for you, get me, like... But like, my man blew out. My man blew up rapid. He come out on wireless. My man was big.
Oh, you come out on wireless? You brought him out?
Like, I can't remember who brought him out, you know.
Right.
He was big. But
he passed away now?
Yeah, but he came big through cancer.
Okay.
Through cancer. Why he had cancer, that's why when we came across each other, it was the perfect thing for, because the meaning what I wanted to say, what he was going through, you get it?
Okay.
Get what I'm saying? So but he didn't tell the public that he was going through cancer until the end, where he said, yo, time's coming, I'm dying.
Yeah.
But they didn't know this, you get me? Only certain people knew this, like what he was going through, but he always pushed, and he got himself out there, recognised and known before he passed away, and before doing what he loved, you get me?
Yeah.
So that's my job, that's my message, innit? You can always reach your dreams. You get me? Just always follow what you want to do, innit? Don't let nothing stop you. Don't be trapped.
Nah, it's bad.
Don't get caught, innit? Like, don't get caught. That's it, don't get caught, innit? And I don't mean people misinterpret my brand as something to do with trapping, because just don't get caught. It's nothing. It's the opposite of trapping, innit? It's the opposite of trapping. It's just don't
when
get
you're
caught.
saying don't get caught in the trap.
Yeah, don't get caught. Like don't get caught in the trap where the Fed want you to go to. Don't get caught, like, because you got mental illness now. Don't open up in it. Don't be trapped in your own little world, innit? Don't get caught in that space. You get me? Fulfill your dreams.
Nah, man, it's a good message, man. It's a good message. You get me? Yo, it's been a pleasure having you down here still, my brother. You get me?
They've been as well, my
very,
brother.
very, very insightful still. You get what I'm trying to say to you? The people, them can see the journey, and you get me? Hopefully they can, you get me, use some of the tools and some of the things you spoke about and some of the mechanisms to cut through themselves. You get me, brother?
Yeah.
Don't know. Respect for coming down. You know what I'm trying to say to you? Life's a trap. You know what I'm trying to say to you? Go check that out. He's told you all the platforms where you can go and buy it, where you can go and see what's coming up next, the pop-up shops, the events. You know what I mean? It's been the Reasoning Podcast. I am Rasnado. We're out. Boom.
This is the reasoning, come have a reason. This is the reasoning, let's have a reason. This is the reasoning, come have a reason. This is the reasoning, let's have a reason.